What's up all you wonderful cripples and non-cripples out there? Welcome to my channel. My name is Daz Bartley and this is... For all of you Manx people that watch my YouTube channel, you'll know that we have a magazine that comes free in the courier called the Manx Tales. Now, as most of my channel is based in UK viewers, is based with UK viewers, I'm going to be reading my blogs over the next couple of weeks. I have just handed in my 5th one at the minute, so I thought I'd read it from the very first one I did. It's a little magazine called the Manx Tales. It's no bigger than that. Let me just find the page for you. I'll read it to you guys that don't have Manx Tales. Turn the camera that way a bit while I find the page. Usually page 14. Ah, here we go. It's just one page, and I'll read it to you guys now. Just have to set it up so I just have to set it up on the tripod so I'll be able to read it to you. Don't move. So I'll just give you an overview. Let me go back a bit. Before I read from the blog, I just want to give you a quick overview of what it's about. It's basically telling you my life story. You've seen a lot of videos through this channel that tells you about my life story, but I also have a written blog as well. So I'm going to have to come quite close to the camera, I'm afraid, so I can read it. So yeah, here we go. If it looks like I'm looking that way, it's because the page is there and I'm reading. So here we go. Hello, my name is Darren Bartley. I'll start. But most call me Daz. I have been given the opportunity to write a blog in the Manx Tales where I tell my story. I hopefully want to inspire you as a reader and viewers, for your case, and get over that living with a physical disability isn't all that bad. People who are able-bodied don't really understand what it is like living each day in a body that doesn't want to work. But hopefully, as you read my future blogs, you'll get an understanding of how very little different I am as a disabled person compared to able-bodied people. So let's begin. I am a wheelchair user who lives in the north of the island. I have a rare disability called Arthrogryposis Multiplex Congenita. From what I'm aware of, there are only 2 people on the island that have this condition. Having this disability doesn't mean that I am confined to a wheelchair. Having this disability means that I am confined to a wheelchair most of the day, as I have minimal movement in both my arms and legs. Luckily for me though, my wheelchair is electric, so I don't have to rely on folk pushing me around. It would come in handy sometimes when I'm drunk though. Tell you what, it would. I live by myself in an adapted commissioner's property. Commissioners over here is the council, like the UK. I live within a commissioner's property with my assistant's dog, Evie, whom I've only had 6 to 8 months, but since I wrote this blog I've had her about 12, 14 months now. So I'll carry on. She is a true life changer. That story is for another time though. Because I have minimal movement throughout my body, I need to have assistance every day with simple things like getting out of bed in the morning and at night. First thing in the morning, a care agency come into my home and assist me in getting showered, dressed, and into my chair. These things are the simplest things for able-bodied people. In fact, most of you probably don't even think about it. It's a case of waking up and off you go. For me though, this is a big deal, as without these guys, I would be knackered. People always tell me that I always look happy, which I don't really get why people assume that I shouldn't be happy. Is it because people assume that because I'm in a wheelchair, that I should be depressed? I don't know. The reason why I'm always happy is because I see past my disability. I like to push my boundaries, and not one of these people that just because they're disabled feels like they need to act it, i.e. using the disabled card. So folk feel sorry for you. Getting people to do things for you that you know physically you can do yourself. And I've mentioned this in a previous blog, a previous vlog I did. It was the YouTube My Story. I recommend watching that. I'll put the link in the description. I know a few people that are physically less disabled than me. They have full use of their arms, but yet they play the disabled card. It really winds me up. A lot of it, I think, is to do with how you are raised. I wasn't wrapped in bubble wrap. I was wrapped I was gonna say I was wrapped normally. I was raised normally, if that's the right word. My mum would always say to me, "No, you can do it yourself," which I hated at the time, but now that I'm older, I now realise why she did that. For that, I have to thank her big time. I hope she knows how much I now appreciate it. I really hope everyone enjoyed reading my introduction. Next time, I will be talking about my assistance dog and how she helps me with everyday tasks. So, that was the first. Put that there for a minute. That was the very first blog I wrote. I've just handed in my 5th one. So over the next couple of weeks to catch up, because it's a monthly thing, I'm gonna read to you once a week maybe, just to catch up with the vlogs, with the Manx Tale blogs. So people that can't read it because you're in the UK, you get to hear me read it to you, if I can read properly. But yeah, that's probably it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.